For my first video on the flip side, I would like to give you a little bit of background on myself. As previously mentioned, my name is Jordan, and I'm 17 years old. In our trailer, I told you all that I was homeschooled, but only to avoid making the whole video discussing unschooling. Unschooling is a form of education founded by John Holt. The philosophy behind it is that unschoolers learn, well, essentially just by living. It's child-driven but parent-supported idea. We learn by playing, we participate and volunteer in community events. We're self-motivated by our own personal interests with the provision of our parents. We watch from them and we learn from them and we ask a whole lot of questions. We're not required to take standardized tests and we typically aren't graded on our work. Unschooling is considered a rather radical way of life. We essentially believe that self-directed education helps and prepares us for the real world. If you guys have any more questions about that, feel free to leave a comment. I don't bite. Now that that's out of the way, I'd like to talk to you about how it's worked out for me and what my future plans and goals are. When I was about 4 years old, I was absolutely obsessed with video games. I played them on the Nintendo 64, the PlayStation 2. If you can name a video game, I've probably played it before. To the point that it was sort of expected that I was just sitting around in the house somewhere quietly playing a video game. When I started getting involved in video games on the computer, I was absolutely astounded by the amount of free games there were. I was like a big nerd. I eventually drifted away from that obsession and sort of developed a new one. When I was around 10 years old, I started working in graphic design. I loved the idea of creating and designing something personal by myself. Nowadays, I'm not completely focused on that, but more just the entire idea of just design. Even now, I love just understanding how everything works, and I like to try and figure out how to make things easier and better. My goal on this channel is to share my knowledge and my progress and give you guys advice if you are staying at home instead of going off to college to pursue your career. I hope you guys stay tuned in every Tuesday for me and every Friday for my brilliant friend Shauna. Shauna, give them hell. I'll see you on the flip side.